Hello, 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 and welcome to our weekly live show. Who is excited about talking creativity and making space in your life and career as a musician? I'm going to give everyone a few seconds to join me in this live stream. Hopefully, the algorithms are going to work, starting to spread the word. We want people joining us for this party. Come on along, come along. Share this with anyone that you think should be a part of this conversation. If you are a musician, entrepreneur, and you are craving more artistic fulfillment in the work that you do, you are in the right place. My name is Fabiana Claure. I am a pianist and a business strategist for musicians. I'm the founder and CEO of the Musicians Profit Umbrella, a global business mentorship program that allows musicians and helps them to grow, build, and scale their businesses online. I'm committed to helping musicians not only create financial stability and really unlimited income potential, but above all, building prosperity in the way they create their lives. And prosperity with a special emphasis on the freedom side of what prosperity allows us to do. Freedom to be creative, freedom to spend time with our families, freedom to take care of ourselves and honor self-care and not experience burnout and overwhelm and just muddiness all around our mind and our lives. So you are in the right space because today we're talking about how to create space in your schedule, in your life for your creativity as a musician and an artist. And I oftentimes have personally experienced the challenge of feeling that unless my creativity and my practicing, in the case of being a pianist myself, unless I had like a paid gig, a paid performance that was paying me a decent amount, an acceptable amount, that I couldn't afford the luxury of stopping running my businesses, stopping doing the things that I was doing in my day-to-day life just to sit down and practice. I had this mindset block that didn't really justify my sitting down and playing and doing what I need to do as an artist for my own artistic fulfillment, because I felt, well, I don't have a paying gig, I don't have a concert, so I don't know if I can just sit down and do this. But when I built my Musicians Profit Umbrella, and I discovered that by consolidating my brand based on my experience as a teacher, as an educator, as a performer, as an entrepreneur, that actually my creative side made a lot of sense to integrate it into everything that I am doing because it reinforced who I was. It was a part of my brand identity. And it was what actually helped me set myself apart as an individual in the online space, right? So that was the breakthrough that I experienced and the beautiful connection between becoming an online musician, an online entrepreneur, where I share my knowledge and I transfer that to others to benefit through my programs, and then integrating my side as a musician to that knowledge, to that content strategy, to that ability to reach out to people and connect. So if you are right now, tell me in your chats as you're watching this, let me know in the comments. Do you feel that your life allows you to have space for creativity? Right? Do you feel that you are able to sit down and practice and create space for the things that matter most to you, whether it's writing music, creating music, producing, performing? Do you actually feel satisfied with the way your life is allowing you to live right now with that pursuit? How satisfied are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 to 5. Let's say 1 to 5. 1 being not satisfied, and 5 being like extremely satisfied. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this, because this is a thing. When you are committed to building a brand and understanding that your creative side actually fulfills the identity of who you are. You see, if you have an online program, if you sell your knowledge, if you have a way to transfer your expertise to others on things that may not necessarily be directed to teaching an instrument or playing an instrument or doing something around those lines, if you focus, let's say, on performance anxiety, or you focus on finding venues to play, finding gigs, or you have an area of expertise around, I don't know, just preparing for concerts and managing the pressure and then what to do afterwards. Things that are not necessarily directed to playing music per se, but you bring a lens of a musician, you bring the lens of an artist. You know that the way you're presenting this content is impacted and influenced by your creative side. then you have the winning formula, because everything you do as an artist, whether you write music, whether you perform, fuels that credibility of who you are. It fuels that image of you being an expert at this topic. I have a client who helps singers overcome uh, vocal cord issues and understand internal processes in their bodies, and understand the vagus nerve and how all of that influences their state of mind and all these beautiful things. But the fact that she's a singer influences her ability to get ideal clients who will connect with her, not just because of her understanding of the body, right, but also because she brings the background of being an artist herself. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to say is, like, if you have a way to offer your services through this lens of you coming from your side as a creative, then you have absolutely all the reasons and really the obligation to a certain extent to nurture your creativity, to nurture that side of you, and to put time and energy into fueling your artistic projects, your creative projects. Whether you want to release an album, go for it. Whether you want to release YouTube videos, do that. But always do it through a back end business strategy behind it. Don't just release music. Don't just put your creativity out there, create all this wonderful work as a result of your brilliance without a business strategy at the end. Too oftentimes I see musicians come to me and they've been putting all this effort in building their music albums, releasing their music, maybe republishing books, creating YouTube channels with all this content, Instagram channels. And then they're like, well, I have all these followers and people love what I'm sharing, but I have no money. And I ask them, well, do you have a business that this content leads them to? Do you have an offer, something that allows musicians like your followers to say, how can I get more of this content? How can I access the mind behind this content? And most of the times the answer is no. And tell me if that's you, you're okay, but here's why you're going to change it. Because now you have the information that when you connect that creativity into an actual offer, then the lifestyle that this offer allows you to provide, that allows you to live and experience, makes space for creativity. The offer in and of itself, your way of trading and transferring your knowledge and helping people get results through your knowledge, that is what will actually get people to create results in their lives, because they're accessing your knowledge, whether it's an online program, an online course, a hybrid version. And your creative side, you're practicing, you're performing, will reinforce your brand identity and get people to want to work with you because of that creativity. It's not just about whether it's a good paying gig, whether you are able to release this album and sell X amount of tracks or albums. No longer does that become the primary focus of this activity, because you know that you have an online program, an online offer, a way to monetize your knowledge that allows you to earn a living and make space for creating and using that creativity to once again fuel your brand and grow your online business even further. So it's a beautiful cycle that gets to come together when you understand how to effectively create space for your art, for your creativity as a musician, through teaching and coaching and mentoring and transferring your knowledge online. And if this is something you're excited about and you're wondering, how can I learn how to do this? You're in luck, because actually in a few days, in a little over a week, I will be presenting a 5-day masterclass that will be walking you through exactly what you need to do to create this online program, to design and maybe optimize, if you already have an online program, how you can expand and increase the strategy for this program. And I'm putting the link here, Musicians Profit Masterclass, where you can go right now and register to join me for 5 days, where I'm going to walk you through exactly the step-by-step process of really creating this online offer and packaging it in a way that allows you to monetize your knowledge and to create space for your creativity as a musician, for your art, for that thing that makes you who you are, right? Because ultimately, one thing is for sure, if you know how to tap into your creativity, you become alive, your energy becomes magnetic, and people end up becoming your clients. They want to work with you. They want to be in your world because of who you are, not just because of what you do. And when you show up from this elevated vibrational frequency of alignment, of rejuvenation, of excitement, because you're fueling your creative passion, that is contagious. That is wonderful, and people want to work with you. And when you're not, that also drags your business down. So my 2 cents in this training is your creativity can become an integral part of your business development process if you have the right offer. If you understand how to create a brand and how to unite that creativity into your brand identity so that it can infuse excitement in the audience around you and encourage them to want to ultimately join your programs, work with you in any capacity, refer people to you, invest in your business, whatever that ends up looking. So I want to invite you again, if this resonated with you and you're curious about how you can set this up in your business more intentionally in a way that's more proactive, join me in our upcoming masterclass, Musicians Profit Masterclass, where for 5 days, I'm going to be walking you through the step-by-step on how you can design this for yourself. Thanks everyone for watching. Let me know what your key takeaway has been from today's training and what would you like for me to share in next week's show. Every week I come in and I bring in fresh trainings, and I love hearing from my community as to how I can support you, how I can serve you better. So make sure that you participate, you comment, you engage in this post, in this training, so that I can support you even further. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you soon. Let's prosper together.